Hello, Colin.
Hi, Susan.
Here we are today at Colin's Truffle Trees. Yes, Colin grows truffles here in the Eastern Ranges of Victoria, and Colin also produces for the plant shop our beautiful truffle trees. So we're here today, Colin, to explain how you grow truffles, the tree, to produce amazing truffles. Look at that, I can't believe it. It looks incredible. And oh my goodness, it's so divine, so divine. Oh, gorgeous. And look at this tree, it looks fairly harsh, and yes, I know it's winter, but Colin, explain.
This is an English oak. It's a Quercus robur, and of course it's losing its leaves, so it looks a bit poorly at this time of the year, but this is the time of the year, in the winter, when you find truffles. So as the trees are going into dormancy, the truffles are...
Do you expect to get a truffle like this, Colin?
Usually after planting, and I'll talk about our trees later, but after planting we're usually finding truffles 4 to 5 years. But it's very much, it's not every tree that produces truffles. It's not like producing apple trees. It's, you know, you need a property like this with a lot of trees to guarantee good numbers.
Yes, okay. So for the home gardener, Colin, would you suggest how many trees to really guarantee, not that we can guarantee, but to be pretty sure that you would get one of these beautiful truffles in time?
Yeah, the way it works, in a situation like in a hectare, in about 10 years you'll be getting what you would think would be a commercial production, and that might still only be, it might be 20 kilos of truffle, but it might only be 20% of your trees producing. Right. So if you have only one tree, there's an issue, you may not get truffles. The more trees you have, I can't sort of say how many, but the more trees you have, the better the chance.
Sure. Okay. So what sort of conditions favour the tree and favour it to grow truffles? Because clearly if you have a big healthy tree, that's when you're going to jeopardise the production of truffles, yes?
Yes, exactly right. And I think people know that truffles grow in calcareous soil, so that needs to be a pH of 8, so that means a lot of lime in the soil.
Yes,
Australian soils are very acidic, so we need to add a lot of lime. That's number one, and we can give you information about how you do that. They also need soils that are fairly, really well drained and probably nutrient poor, because we really want the tree to develop a good symbiosis between the tree and the fungus, so that the truffle mycorrhiza, or the fungus, can provide the tree with nutrients the tree can't normally get, right, and in turn take some simple sugars, so they live together. So if the if the soil is over nutritious, the tree will access and put on its own growth and grow healthily, but at the expense of the truffle.
Okay, so it's a bit of tough love with your trees.
Tough love, yeah, it is. Keep them alive with a little bit of water, no fertiliser initially, just get the lime with the pH right, and then make sure your soil is really well drained, and you've got a good sunny aspect, yes, and that's the best thing you can do.
So that seems fairly simple. The other thing, Colin, is if you had limited space, would you be able to produce truffles in a pot? Could you grow a truffle tree in a big wine barrel? Or?
Well, there's nothing to say you can't, and in fact I did see a tree growing in France on a recent tour, that it was discarded in a big pot out the back of his nursery. Dog. It's Jack, who's now famous. And this was producing small truffles.
Really?
Yeah, quite amazing.
Oh,
yeah.
There's hope for me yet. Well, that's fantastic. Thanks, Colin.
No, thanks, Susan.